Hey, this is Tim Hazelow coming at you from beautiful North Whidbey Island, Washington. Out here on the porch, got the grandkid over there on the trampoline. So if you hear some screaming, you know what that is. He's just having a good time. Hey, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on this mask mandate, unauthorized access craziness that's going on here. So we're finally going to trial next week, 8th, 9th, and 10th. I think jury selection is going to be most of the day on the 8th. Probably trial starts deliberations on the 9th and should be done by the 10th. I don't really have anything to deliberate. I didn't do anything wrong. So it's going to be hard to, it's hard to mount a defense against something that A, isn't illegal, and B, I didn't do anything wrong. So we're gonna do our best. We'll see what happens. You just never really know in today's world, do you, what you're gonna come up with? And here we are in Washington State, so that's even another mystery of common sense, right? The state in general. But there is some bright news. So we were being charged with three things, myself and Tracy Abel. Her trial's later on, so mine is first. We were being charged with disorderly conduct, which I was cited for the day of the incident. I'm being charged with trespassing, which I wasn't cited for, and I'm being charged with unauthorized access to a polling place, which I was not cited for. We motioned for dismissal on all three charges because we didn't break any laws. We didn't break any rules. We were authorized to be there. We were performing our duty. And when we were asked to leave by the sheriff, we got up and left. So, yeah, we'll just have to see where that goes. Well, the judge sided with us. He got rid of the disorderly conduct. The only thing I was cited for, right? And obviously there was no disorderly conduct. And it was going to be dismissed at the district court level until Banks and his cronies came up and said, oh, no, he did this and he did that and he did this. And, of course, you can't defend yourself at an arraignment. They just go based on what the prosecution says, and off you go to court. So it moved on, and you guys know the whole story. Banks threatened us with a felony if we didn't admit guilt and accept his punishment. We said, no, we're not going to admit guilt to something we didn't do. So now he's charging us with felonies. So we resubmitted for another motion for dismissal on the unauthorized access and the trespassing, which neither one of those happened either. If you read the laws and you understand why those laws were written and why they're in place, none of this stuff happened. So this guy's just throwing poo at the wall, hoping something can stick so he can get the conservatives on Whidbey Island, so he can show them a thing or two. That's what I firmly believe. Do I know that to be factual? I don't know. But if you look at Banks' history and you look at the fact that here's the senior most prosecuting attorney coming down and trying to prosecute the lowest level crime of disorderly conduct, and then accelerating it all the way up to a felony, something that's never been charged before, and something that doesn't really even apply to what we got going on here, you can probably think for yourself and come up with this is what's going on. Anyway, to make a long story short, we submitted for another motion for dismissal for the last two charges that haven't been dismissed yet. Those are going to be considered on Monday morning, so hopefully the trial doesn't even happen. We'll see. If the trial does move forward, it starts on Tuesday the 8th. It'll be 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Island County Courthouse in Coupeville. I would encourage anybody who can to come out to that and witness this trial. Hopefully it's professional. Hopefully the judge and the jury look at this and agree with common sense and reality and say, yeah, this is craziness. Mr. Banks, what are you trying to prove here? And here's the reality of it. These guys are going to spend upwards around $400,000 or $500,000, it seems, by the time they sequester jurors, pay attorneys, pay judges, pay their staff, administrative charges, all that other stuff. They're going to spend a few $100,000 to try to prosecute somebody for not breaking a law, for not wearing a mask in November of 2024. So hopefully you guys get out there. They know that the process is the punishment. I am into this for about $20,000. Some of it came from donations, about $8,000 from donations. The rest of it's out of my pocket. I'm sure Tracy's into it for quite a bit at this point in time. Anything you guys can do to help, you can share this. If you can get this out there to Sebastian Gorka or Tucker Carlson or just any of those guys, Dinesh D'Souza, somebody, and we can get this picked up nationally, then I'm sure that the pressure will come in and this whole thing will probably go away for being the political prosecution that it appears to be. Either way, I hope to see you next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I definitely hope to see you outside of the prison walls on Friday. So with all that being said, thank you again for all you've done. Please share, please help. Get out there and realize if they can do this to me, little lowly old me, if they can do this to President Trump at the top of every elected official in the world, and they can once again do this to the chairman of the Island County Republican Party, or former chairman, I should say, and current state committeeman, then imagine what they can do to you. Imagine what they can do to you. And they will. It's just a matter of time. If you stand up for yourself and you challenge authority, which is what our nation was founded on, they're going to get you too. So we have to fight this and we have to win. Hopefully it all goes our way. If not, we'll just continue to fight it, and I'll keep you posted. I will see you next week, and either way, I'll make another video as soon as I find out more information. Happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day, and let's stay independent. Let's stay strong, and let's continue to challenge authority that is not realistic and not there for our good. Signing off, Tim Hazlow.